finally got around to making a round bar skew.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
I still
Cool.
haven't finished mine.
So I changed the dimensions a little bit from what Martin gave us. So it's got a 45 included angle on the bevels, but the diagonal is 40 degrees approximately instead of 45. 45 was way too radical. So I shortened it. It was Martin told us to make it at 45 degrees.
Right.
Right, I remember.
And it's way too acute of an angle on this edge.
Yeah.
Right.
So I cut it back to 40 degrees and it works a lot better.
Cool.
I like mine at 30. 30 works pretty good for me.
Yep. I'm sure it's all on what you get used to, but if I'd have started with this skew, I wouldn't have bought any other skews because this is so easy to use. I haven't got a catch with it yet, and I just played with it for the last 15 minutes.
What makes it so easy?
I think it's the round bar. It's the control you get with the round bar on your tool rest.
Hey, Scott, is that high speed steel?
This is M2. It's M2
yeah.
steel.
You got the steel off Amazon?
Yeah, I bought three pieces off of Amazon for, I think they were less than $30 for 3 foot long pieces, 1/2 inch bar.
If you want to see some catches, you just give it to me for 10 minutes.
I don't use the skew very often because I get a lot of catches with it. This one is pretty doggone nice. I'll use this a lot.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
You'll have to show us when you have to use it and show us when you use it. Give us a little demonstration.
Here's the first shavings on the first pass.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
And that's coming from somebody that doesn't use a skew, folks. That's great.
Yes. And I used a piece of basswood yet on top of it.
Huh. Interesting.
And it's baby smooth. You wouldn't have to sand it. So
Nice.
What is
anybody that
that?
wants to make one, they're a little tricky to make, but once you figure it out, it ain't bad.
What do you got? A 1/2 inch rod there? 1/2 inch rail?
Yep. So it's a 1/2 inch rail. I drilled a hole in a block of wood, cut it off at 40 degrees to make this angle. Then I took my angle grinder, cut that bar off at 40 degrees. And then I set my platform up on my grinder to rough it to 22 degrees on each side, 22.5 on each side. And then I took my Wolverine jig once I got that angle where I could verify that it was 22.5 degrees. I took my extension for my Wolverine jig that you normally use to sharpen your bowl gouges. And I laid that in that yoke and set that bar to 22.5 degrees and ground it on the wheel, and it worked great. Smoothed it right out, made it look nice, uniform. It was easy once I figured it out.
Looks good. Yeah, it looks good.